Welcome, this is your Option Monster Volatility Sonar Report. From the floor of the CBOE, this is Jamie Tyrrell of Group 1 Trading. Well, yesterday was obviously a very big down day for the S&P 500, the biggest down day since last April. We were down 35 points, just over 3%. And today, everyone was waiting for this morning's jobs number. The jobs number actually came out with a lower unemployment rate than most people had expected, but it really hasn't given the market any sort of relief. The market dropped downward after the number, which was seen as positive, and it's been down between 0.5% and 1% most of the day. The VIX is still living right around 26, and a very interesting thing is happening in February. Remember, all month we've had huge buyers, February 40 calls, February 35 calls, really far upside strikes. And after the jobs number, as we came even lower in the S&P 500, we expected to possibly see some buyers of that kind of strike. And we've seen sellers. There was a seller of the February 27.5 puts, which lowers the volatility on those calls. Yesterday, at the end of the day, there was a big seller of the February 32.5 calls, lowering the volatility there. So it seems like a lot of the demand for extreme upside was fueled by this jobs number. And now that the jobs number is passed, people are kind of taking 30 and 40 off the table, even though the S&P 500 is touching its lowest levels in months. The big trade in March today was someone selling the March 20-35 call spread. So they're hoping that finishes out of the money. That's a bearish bet on the VIX, bullish bet on the market, hoping that the VIX moves back into the low 20s or even below 20. So even as we've seen the worst result in quite some time with yesterday's sell-off followed up by today's weak market, we're not seeing any sort of panic that we were even seeing a couple weeks ago when we had a big sell-off on a Friday. We're not seeing anyone coming for crash protection. It seems the market is pricing this jobs number as a major event that is now passed and hasn't popped the VIX much today. We'll see how things could develop. Another big sell-off could indeed pop the VIX, but for now we're trading pretty much sideways on volatility, living in the mid-25s. That's where we are now. Jamie Tyrrell with Group 1 Option Monster.